Yo, so the internet is starting to freak out again. If you haven't been on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, you've probably seen people talking about this new hantavirus situation and asking the same question everybody asked back in 2020. Could this turn into another COVID?
CNN is reporting that scientists are warning that the hantavirus could turn into the next COVID if it develops this specific mutation, with some saying that the risks are far greater than current officials suggest. More and more individuals are being confirmed to have contracted the hantavirus after coming into contact with the initially infected cruise passengers who were revealed to have returned home weeks before realizing that they were infected. This has caused widespread concern, especially since symptoms of the virus can take up to 2 months to appear after initial exposure, allowing significant time for the virus to spread.
And listen, before anybody clips this out of context, I'm not saying it will. Health officials are literally saying the public risk is low right now.
This is not the next COVID, but it is a serious infectious disease. You know, it's an infectious disease that if people get infected, and infections are uncommon, they can die. Most people will never be exposed to this.
This is not COVID. I know, and we all know, that we have COVID fresh in our minds still, and that's the first connection everybody made, hence the international attention to these cases. I need to stress again and again, even those who have been sharing cabins don't seem to be both infected in some cases. So the risk remains absolutely low. This is not a new COVID.
And that this is not another COVID situation. But people said similar things early during COVID too. Back then, everybody thought it was just going to stay small. And obviously that turned into one of the most craziest periods in modern history. So today I want to talk about what's actually happening, why the internet is panicking, if another lockdown is even realistic, and honestly, what this could mean for gaming if the world ever went back into that kind of environment again. And low-key, gaming during COVID was kind of legendary. So what even is a hantavirus? So basically, a hantavirus is a real virus that's been around for years. Most of the time, it spreads through contact with infected rodents, like breathing in particles from rodent droppings or condiment areas. Right now, the reason everybody's talking about it is because there's been an outbreak connected to a cruise ship where multiple people got seriously sick and several people died. Now, that sounds terrifying, but there's a massive difference between this and COVID. COVID spread insanely fast because it was more airborne and extremely contagious. This hantavirus strain spreads way harder between human and usually needs close, prolonged contact. So no, experts are not currently saying this is going to be another pandemic, but the reason people are nervous is because of the memories of 2020. Everybody remembers those empty stores, those lockdowns, online school, masks everywhere, people stuck inside for months. And once the internet gets reminded of that era, panic spreads fast, especially on TikTok. Why is the internet going crazy right now? The internet honestly has PTSD from COVID. The second people hear outbreak, global monitoring, WHO, and cases spreading internationally, people instantly think the world is ending again. And social media algorithm love fear. The more scary a headline sounds, the more clicks it's going to get. So now you've got TikTok conspiracy videos, lockdown 2.0, people stocking up again, Twitter doom posting, and YouTubers farming panic. And honestly, the fear spreads faster than the actual virus sometimes. Even Reddit threads right now are filled with people comparing it to early COVID, but most replies are saying it's probably nowhere near the level because it doesn't spread the same way. And I think that's important because there's a huge difference between pay attention and the world is ending, right? So those are not the same thing. So what if lockdowns ever happened again? Now, this is where it gets interesting because from a gaming perspective, again, I'm not saying lockdowns are going to happen, but right now experts are literally saying the public risk is low. But hypothetically, if society ever went back into a situation where people had to stay in homes more, gaming would absolutely explode again because think about what would happen during COVID. Gaming stopped being just games. It became social life, entertainment, competition, escape, connect, or content creation, literally people's jobs. Fortnite absolutely dominated that area. Warzone blew up, Among Us exploded, Minecraft came back, Twitch numbers went insane, YouTube gaming went crazy. And some creators literally became millionaires because everybody was stuck inside watching content all day. And honestly, that period changed gaming forever. Gaming became mainstream. Mainstream, okay? Parents who used to hate games were suddenly playing Animal Crossing or whatever game they were into. And that's how crazy it got. Like everyone was just gaming, I felt like. The good side of that era. Now look, there were positives to that gaming era. And I think people forget that. A lot of people found online friends, discovered streaming, built communities, started YouTube channels, escaped loneliness through games. Some people watching this probably started gaming seriously during COVID. Maybe that's literally why you're here right now. And for creators, that era was insane opportunity. Everybody was online, retention was easier, watch time exploded, gaming culture peaked, and honestly, that was probably one of the greatest eras in internet history for content creators. But we can't ignore the bad side. But at the same time, people romanticized lockdown way too much. COVID was horrible for a lot of people. People lost family members, businesses shut down, mental health got destroyed, people got isolated, schools got messed up, life felt weird for so long. So when people online joke like, yo, there's another lockdown, would be fire for gaming, that's easy to say until real life consequences happen. There's a difference between gaming was fun during lockdown and lockdowns were good. Those are not the same thing. And honestly, I think people online mix those together way too much. Gaming thrived because people were stuck inside. But that situation itself, not something most people actually want to relive. Could gaming ever hit that peak again? What's crazy is I don't even think gaming needs another lockdown to blow up again. I think gaming is just evolving, and Fortnite keeps reinventing itself. Streamers are bigger than celebrities now. TikTok changed discoverability. Short form content changed everything. But one thing is missing from that COVID era. Everybody was online at the same time. That's what made it feel special. There was this weird feeling where the entire internet was connected. Everybody was playing together, watching the same creators, talking on Discord, calls all night. The energy was just unmatched. And honestly, I don't know if gaming will ever feel exactly like that ever again. So overall, should people pay attention to the Hantavirus situation? Yes, absolutely. But should people panic and act like it's apocalypse starting all over again? No. Even health organizations are saying this is not another COVID level situation right now. But the real reason this topic blew up so fast is because ultimately everybody just remembers 2020. And the second the internet gets reminded of that era, people instantly start imagining lockdowns, gaming booms, online school, empty stores, all of it. And honestly, it's kind of crazy how one event changed internet culture forever. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think gaming will ever hit that COVID era peak again? Or was it just that one-time moment that will never be repeated? And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.